there, Mike Burns with the University of Minnesota men's gymnastics program here. We have 2 meets under our belt now this season. The Windy City, which was our first meet of the year in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and that was kind of a rough start, but we came back to the pavilion this past week against the Air Force Academy, and I tell you what, these guys looked like a different team. They looked like the team that we knew they would be. And the first meet was just kind of rough all the way through, and it was kind of one of those meets you want to sort of put behind you and look forward and not look back at it. So we did that, and the week of training between the Windy City and the Air Force meet was phenomenal, and the guys really showed up to compete against Air Force. And Air Force, the week that we were at the Windy City, they were hosting a meet at the Air Force Academy, and they had a phenomenal meet. They scored like a 427, and so we knew we had our work cut out for us hosting the Falcons from the Air Force Academy, but they came in and our guys were ready for them, and we kind of told them it's time to protect the PAB. You know, this is our territory, and we don't want anybody to come into our house and take anything away from us, and they lived up to that, and they just had a great competition. We improved our hit percentage by almost 30%, which was unheard of in a 1-week turnaround. So that was great. And then we increased our point total from a 410 up to a 425. So that was really nice change of pace from what we did the week before. So a lot of highlights. Paul Montague did a great job. He ended up winning the Cook Award, which is given out to the gymnast with the outstanding performance for the competition. So he had 4 events. He hit them all, and it was just really solid and fun to watch. And Steve Yatchuk, he took first on 2 events. 2 out of the 3 events he competed on, and was second on the other one. So again, solid routines from our senior leadership, which was good. Alice Bannon had another great day out there. Sean Bauer, this is a great story. Sean, earlier in the week, it might have been Monday or Tuesday, he kind of suitcased himself in the pit and bruised some ribs, and he was really tender for a couple of days. We weren't even sure if he was going to be able to compete at all. And not only did he compete, but he went out and did a great routine on floor, did an awesome routine on a ring, stuck his dismount, and his last routine, which was the vault, he had been kind of struggling with that one. But he stepped up when it came time to compete, and he did a Yurchenko double twist. And not only did he make it, but he stuck it cold, and I think he might have been our highest score in vault for the day. So that was a pretty awesome story. And then we had some freshmen that really came through. Jack Kramer was our first guy up in the meet on floor exercise, and led us off, and it really kind of set the tone for the whole night. And did a super floor exercise routine and stuck his dismount, and that's always a big thing for us. You know, stick your dismount. It just gets the crowd going. It gets the team going. Really kind of helps create a real energetic environment. And when you're in that kind of environment, it becomes a lot easier to excel. And that's kind of what happened. So Jack was responsible for the whole success of the meet, I think, as the first guy up. Ryan Bergman competed the week before at the Windy City and had some issues, had some troubles on his parallel bar routine. We made a couple of modifications, and he went out and did a great job as our first guy up on P-bars, and almost stuck his dismount and scored a 14.2, so that was a big improvement from the week before. Luke Aldrich, another one of our freshmen, he got a chance to compete for the first time. He didn't compete at the Windy City, but he was out here at this meet on pommel horse and went through an awesome routine and did a really nice job. So it was good to see that Luke, given the opportunity, goes out, takes advantage of it, and succeeds admirably. So that was a great thing to see. Jalen Stevens, the week before, was on parallel bars. This week he was on floor exercise and high bar and did a great job on both. And it's just so great to see these freshmen get out there and get a chance to show their stuff. And Jalen really shined out there and did a nice job for us. And Tristan Duran also, he had a few struggles in the week before at the Windy City, but he comes out and just did this gorgeous floor routine. Stuck about 3 out of the 5 passes, and just when he's on, he's an elegant gymnast, and it's fun to watch his gymnastics. Also did a great job on the parallel bars and the high bar. So there's a lot of highlights to this meet, and I think what it did, it really built some confidence in their ability to get out there and do what they know they can do, and that's really the important thing in this sport is, don't let the nerves and don't let the different environment of a competition change what you do, and I think they kind of learned that from the first week to the second week. So this coming week we go on the road. We're heading down to Champaign, Illinois, the University of Illinois Fighting Illini. They're always a tough team, and they're going to be really tough at home. So we got to bring our best effort with us, and I think after this past weekend, these guys know what it means, and I think they're well on the road to traveling on the road and doing the same kind of effort that they did this past weekend against Air Force. So 2 weeks after this, we'll be back home for our meet with Nebraska and University of Illinois Chicago. So that's going to be another great opportunity to shine at home, and hopefully we can get a lot of you folks out there to watch us in person. Take care, and go Gophers.